Welcome back to Meta Universal. I am your host. I am the drama. And tonight we have a very special guest. We have Meta Voice. Hi, Meta Voice. How are you? Thank you for
Well, hello
coming.
there. Thank you so much. I am well, and I'm so glad to be here. I tell you, I was so excited about this. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. I'm super, super excited to have you here and learn more about your journey in Horizon Worlds, your projects, and everything that you have going on, and what came about Meta Voice. Tell me, what inspired you to do Meta Voice here in Horizon Worlds?
Well, if we were to go back a little bit and a little bit of a rewind, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
start off originally as Meta Voice. I didn't go in this going, I'm going to be the voice of Meta. No, I came in here just like anyone
What?
else with a completely different name, and I was
Mm-hmm.
just kind of rolling around, and I walked into a couple of theaters.
I'm just gonna interrupt you right
Yeah.
there. You have to tell me what was your name when you first started.
Oh, goodness gracious. It was Shiba Inu.
Shiba Inu. Oh,
It was Shiba Inu. Yep,
that's
correct. Like
cute.
like the dog. And funny little note on that. Everyone has like their little apartment that Meta gave them and it has their name on it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been here. I've been Meta Voice for
Mm-hmm.
the year and a half now, right? I was only Shiba Inu
Mm-hmm.
for like 6 months. It still says Shiba Inu's place. I'm renting it from him. It's not even mine. But yeah, it was Shiba Inu. But
Okay.
so I came in here as Shiba Inu, and when I just talking to people like this, people are
Mm-hmm.
like, you sound like a radio announcer. You sound like an AI. So I know I sound like a generic NPC, but it makes it more
Mm-hmm.
interesting in conversations.
Mm-hmm.
So I developed into the Meta Voice because when I came around to changing my name, thought that more
Mm-hmm.
something that would suit it. I was going to change it to the Meta Voice because I just thought Meta Voice is taken, right?
Right.
And I was talking to the guy, the representative on the other side, and he was like, "Try it." I'm like, "All right." So Meta Voice, and it went through,
Meta voice.
and that
And
was
it
the
was
time
available.
Meta Voice was born.
Wow. Amazing. And tell me, you said that Meta Voice did not come about in Horizon World, so that means that you have Meta Voice in IRL. Is that true?
Well, correct. I have me myself, my
Mhm,
real self, and if you go to my Instagram, you can see my real name, being John Mitchell.
mhm,
That's my name in acting, my professional voice acting name. And so I'm on
mhm.
LinkedIn. I'm on Voice 123, Backstage, Upbeat, Fiverr, Clubhouse, Audible. I got a book on Audible about YouTube hints, tips, tricks, and cheats that every content creator
Mhm.
should know. So I voice a couple of things out there as well. And Meta Voice is my VR kind of brand at this point. I can't get rid of them even if I
Mm.
wanted to. There was actually a time people forgot I was a real person. They just only remembered me as Meta Voice.
Now let me ask, Meta Voice. So the projects that you have going on
Mm-hmm.
in VR outside, do you work alone? Do you work with a team? Are you part of a community?
Ah,
The
gotcha.
audiobooks that you mentioned,
So
is this like a one person team?
normally 98% of the time it is. For the last year and 3 quarters, I've been doing a lot of it myself, and the reason being
Mhm.
is oftentimes, and I've had chances to join up with teams, I have, and I've
Mhm.
turned them down. And the being that drama oftentimes like boils up in any
Me?
team you might be. No, not you, drama. Of course, not you. You're great, but the bad kind of drama can definitely happen. And
Oh
when
yeah,
someone's
we
trying
don't
to
like
create
that.
a career from basically nothing
Mhm.
from the start, drama can completely ruin your career. The toxicity, lies, rumors, and whatnot. Not you, drama. The other drama, your evil twin sister drama. So, you know, when I knew about that, and oftentimes in VR it does happen because things move very, very quickly, I stayed away from
Mhm.
teams. Now I'm going a little bit more in teams because I've done everything that I can do by myself. You know, I've got a
Right.
podcast coming up. We'll probably talk about that whenever you're ready. I'm
Mhm.
producing a show here, a talk show. I'm not going to be the guest, but I'm managing it. We can talk about that too. But the
Mhm.
voice work and stuff, I'm editing and I got my own little studio with in my office with my microphone and my equipment, my computer,
Mhm.
and I'm doing all that myself as much as I can. And I'm hoping at some point I'll be able to have a group that I can do that with, or be able to succeed in a way further than what myself and my own capabilities can take me. But till then, it's me, myself, and my 50 other personalities.
Mhm. Can you tell me more about the podcast that you just mentioned?
Yeah. So the podcast, our first episode is going to be on the 8th, and we're going to release it and let everyone know on social media at that time. And
August 8th.
August 8th, correct. And I'll let everyone know the name of it. I do have the name of it. I keep forgetting for some reason. It was Unplugged Experts or something like that. So
Mhm.
we've got that going on. We have Solaris, who is just a wonderful personality, is someone here in Horizon. She builds the
Mm.
Soapstone Comedy Club. She's a great creator, a
Oh.
great builder, and as well as Scottish Jesus, who's just the character all in himself. He's from Scotland.
Mhm.
He's here. He's going to be our pop culture guy. So he's going to be talking. And basically, what it is taking. I met so many wonderful people from so many different backgrounds and expertise. Being that I've networked and hosted so many different parties here, that I'm going to
Mhm.
draw from that and have those experts on the show, and we're going to talk about real life expert stuff, the stuff they do in their jobs, so that people can go there and learn
Wow.
things, and then be able to realize, wait a second, I can I can go to Horizon, I can go to VR Chat, I can go here or there to just meet them and run into them. Yeah. So people can just see this as a tool it is to utilize to be able to further
Mhm.
your actual life. And that to me is a utility worth getting behind.
And also meeting like the back end, because I think you
Hmm.
mentioned just in a previous conversation that we had here in Horizon Worlds, we meet a lot of creators, we meet a lot of
Hmm.
scripters, but you're talking about like what was it, like digital creators or engineers? Can
So
you tell me
our
more about
first,
that?
yeah, our first guest is, and all our guests, they're going to be anonymous by name. But you
Mhm.
look up any of the stuff they're talking about, make sure to fact check them. They're going to be
Mhm.
real experts in the division. This one is one of the top robotics engineers or experts in Europe, and we're going to be talking to them
Mhm.
about technology. We have another person that's going to be coming up who is an actual anime voice actor who has voiced some
Wow.
really popular animes out there people know about. I'm not going to, I can't divulge that yet.
You can't
And
mention any.
can't mention the name yet,
I guess
but it
we're gonna
will
have
be
to go to
announced.
your podcast to find out, right?
Exactly. Got to leave some mystery there, right?
And
And
speaking
mhm.
of which, where can we find the podcast? Is it going to be here in Horizon Worlds?
So it's going to be filmed here in Horizon, or at least recorded here in Horizon, because Solaris was like, well, let's go ahead and have it so people can come in and listen to it and watch it happen. I'm like, okay. Then I'm just focused on
Mm-hmm.
real life podcasts. So you're going to be able to come here. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to be a world. Go there. It's going to be a world, and it's going to be we're going to record it. I think every Thursday, no, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we
Okay.
also have people from Europe that's going to be on the show, so we had to find a good timing for it. And so yeah, that's it's going to be on Spotify, it's going to be on YouTube, it's going to be
Oh,
on iTunes, it's going to be on all those platforms, so you can just
on all
tell
the
your
streaming
Google and
platforms.
Alexa to just play it, and you'll be able to. So I already have that set up from a podcast. I used to run a podcast before MetaVoice was a thing, before I entered here. My original thing is I was trying to
Mm.
get people for the podcast I was doing 2 years ago, but then I fell in love with the
Mm-hmm.
community, and I just couldn't rip myself away. So I've spent a lot of time here.
So MetaVoice, If we want to learn more about you and your projects, and even just to stop by and say hi, where
Mhm.
can we find you?
Well, you can find me on social media, the MetaVoice VR on Instagram, MetaVoice on Facebook, MetaVoice on Twitter, the real MetaVoice on YouTube.
Hmm.
So you can find me on all of those. I have the office of MetaVoice here in Horizon. If you are part of the VR platform, so you can go there and check out all my
Mm.
information, anything that all the stuff that I do, the voice work that I do, different impressions that I do, and stuff like that that I have recorded there.
Hmm.
So yeah, you can find me there. I have my business card. If in case anyone ever wants it, let me know.
Well, you heard it here. Thank you, Meta Voice. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your experience and a little bit about your history. And I'm super excited for August 8th. You guys heard that? August 8th here in Horizon Worlds. We're going to be recording. Well, he's going to be recording his first episode of the podcast, which, what was the name?
So the name of here it is, Insights Unplugged. We have posters we're releasing. So it's Insights Unplugged podcast show. August 8th,
Insights Unplugged.
7 p.m. Central, so 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Amazing.
Hmm.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. I've enjoyed your time here and talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Thank you for having me. This has been great. And remember to like, save, and share when you see this video.